Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about gracing others with their path. And this is a term that I heard from an amazing abundance teacher, Mary A. Hall. And I love this because it's a really beautiful way of saying, let others live their life and you live yours. And this can be hard for some people. If you are a helpful person, if you care about the people around you, which most of us do, but if you're an advice giver and if you've turned that into a career like I have, if you've had people come into you for advice and then you decided to do something with it because you enjoy that, like I became a life coach and a holistic health coach. So I'm used to people coming to me for answers to things and for advice. But if people are not coming to you, that means they really most likely do not want unsolicited advice. And I heard a great phrase from one of my favorite law of attraction teachers, Michael Auger, about this. He says, if you answer a question that was never asked, they won't hear you. And I'm sure many of you have been in this situation, and I certainly have, and I have learned to not go there with people. If I'm talking to a friend and they have an issue and I feel that part of me wanting to come out, of course they want my advice as a friend, but I will ask for their permission. I'll say, okay, do you mind if I go into coach mode? And usually they're okay with it. But a lot of people aren't interested in what you have to say, and they don't want anyone telling them how to live their lives. And I'll give you an example. My family has no interest in anything I do professionally at all. I've got over 30 years of researching and utilizing all kinds of different health modalities, natural remedies and treatments and all that kind of thing. I've been implementing things and trying them and utilizing them. I cured myself of lupus a few years ago, and they're not interested. And I so want to help them because they're my family. And when I see people suffering and just running to the doctor for prescription drugs to cover up symptoms and not really dealing with the root of an issue, it makes me nuts because I want to help them and I want them to feel good. I want them to be healthy and happy. But they are not coming to me for advice. And years ago when I used to offer unsolicited advice, when I would say, oh, this is really great for that, or oh, you should try this, because I knew it would help them, it kind of fell on deaf ears. And so I just thought, all right, you do your own thing and I'm going to do mine. And they're happy doing things their way and I'm happy doing things my way. And I just have to leave it at that. So it's a lesson I think that we all need to learn, because I think every once in a while we'll go into that mode. And I'm sure we all know somebody who has an answer for everything and seems to know everything about everything and wants to give their 2 cents no matter what, and is kind of unconscious of the fact that you're sending out this vibe and maybe even gestures or facial expressions like, I'm not interested, like you have that energy, if not the verbiage of thank you for sharing, and then next. So we don't want to be that person, do we? I know I don't. I only want to give advice to people who want my advice. So, and it's one of the reasons I do these videos, because I have so much great stuff to share, and I'm so hungry for this knowledge that I'm always learning something new and trying something new, and I want to share what I've learned. So I want to thank you for being here, because you obviously are interested in the stuff I have to share. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching. So I want to thank you for watching, because I think there's so much great information out there, and I want to share as much of it as I can, especially things that have helped me and worked for me, because then I could say, hey, this might work for you too. And so just once again, I appreciate you watching, and thank you so much for listening to what I have to say. And I'm sure if there's something that you're not as interested in, you're like, click, next. And that's fine, because, not everybody's going to want to hear everything that you have to say, and you might not want to hear everything I have to say. But today, I appreciate you being here, so thank you very much. So just keep that in mind when something comes up, someone has an issue, and you so want to jump in and help them and give them advice, but just be mindful if they've asked for your help or not. And if they haven't and you just feel so compelled to give it, ask their permission. Just say, you know what, I have some advice I think you might find really helpful. Do you want to hear it? And then they have the option to say yes or no. And then you're not imposing your stuff on them without their permission. So it's an interesting, weird, kind of tricky topic. So just be aware of it. And I think you'll feel better, and you will find that the people that you are sharing your wisdom and advice with to be much more receptive when you make sure that they want what you have to offer. And so once again, I'm going to say it for the 3rd time in this video, thank you for wanting what I have to offer, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Forward to your family and friends if you think they might be interested or need the message. And if you would like these videos delivered straight to your inbox every Friday, jump over to my website, tannamarshall.com, and get on the mailing list. And there's a free gift for you there too. And with that, I just want to wish you a great weekend. Go through this weekend being very aware of when you observe unsolicited advice being given or when you feel compelled to give it, and just stay conscious of it. And then you won't waste your breath and you won't turn anybody off, and what you have to give will be well received. And that's what we all want. We all want to be heard and well received and know that what we have to say matters. So thank you. You matter, and I appreciate you being here so very much. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.